start talking about Jayden Daniels, what you've seen from him on film, and how efficient he's been so far for a rookie.
Yeah, very poised rookie. Looking good, having a great year so far. Got a strong arm, accurate quarterback, getting the ball to his guys and really taking control of their offense.
That high completion percentage, I think he's got more scoring drives than he does incompletions here at the start of his career. But just how much pressure does that put on you and your teammates in the secondary?
Pressure with him having.
Just him, the way he's getting the ball out, the way he is, and completing as many passes as he is, and forcing you guys to have to make more plays.
Yeah, I mean, I won't say necessarily make more plays, but yeah, every team acquires their threat, and like I say, he's a good quarterback. He gets the ball to his guys, makes great throws. But yeah, it's gonna provide a challenge though. But I think we'll be good.
How much does it help? I mean, I know there are different types of there are some similarities. How much does it help that you guys have gone against a guy like McLaurin twice a year?
Yeah.
Who can do a lot, some of the simple.
Yeah, it helps a lot. But yeah, they're definitely similar. Just being able to have a dual threat, go against a dual threat quarterback, able to throw the ball and run, and he's definitely able to do both. So it's good. We got reps on task on that. So like I say, he brings a good challenge, but I think we'll be ready for it.
Did you have some good battles with Terry when you guys were in the
For sure, definitely.
But I mean, what was it like in those going against him in practice?
Yeah, just competitive. It was just competitive there at Ohio State. Him and Noah Brown's over there, so two Buckeyes over there. So those are great receivers over there that they got, and definitely looking forward to going against those guys again.
Uncharacteristically, missed tackles were an issue this past week. Why do you think that was, and what are you guys doing this week to make sure you tighten that up?
Yeah, we just got to make sure that we're finishing the tackles. I know for myself, got to wrap up and just get guys down to the ground. And was just taking a lot of shots out there, trying to just make a big play. But you got to get guys on the ground, wrap up, and finish the play. Get the guys down on the ground.
How big of a lift is it for everybody that Nick's going to be back in practice today? How cool is it to see he's finally back?
Man, we've been loving it already. We just had walkthrough. He was out there running around. So we're all just joking, excited to see him with the ball in his hands again. So man, can't wait to see 24 back out there running around.
Does he seem eager? Does he look like he's
Oh,
ready?
yeah. Chubb is ready. He looks ready, glad to be back out here with his guys. And we all excited for him and just wishing the best for him.
Obviously, 1-3 is not the start that you guys envision coming into the season. What's the mood like in here, and what has to happen for you guys to kind of get this turned around? Considering, just from the outside looking at it, people feel like, hey, that was the easy part of the schedule. The road gets a lot tougher from here on in.
Yeah, just having urgency. Like I said, we are where we are, and we 1-3 right now, and we just gotta have that urgency and being able to flip this thing around and get back on the win streak and get back on track.
Kevin called Terry a quarterback-friendly receiver. What do you think makes him a quarterback-friendly receiver?
Yeah, ever since Ohio State, he's a leader for our team. I know he's a leader for their team as well, but he's always going to be where he's supposed to be. A great receiver, good routes, fast guy, and he's just somebody that's accountable, somebody that you could count on. I know for a quarterback, looking for a young quarterback, looking for a guy that's going to be somewhere, Terry's going to be a guy that's going to be there. So I know he's definitely enjoying having him on their team.
Jayden Daniels, when you watch how much of a challenge, I know we know how much of a challenge obviously he is, but what stands out the most about him from a rookie, from a rookie quarterback standpoint?
Well, usually when you look at and evaluate rookies, they're, kind of like, not trying to make too many mistakes, kind of like tempo a little bit and not really trying to do much, and sometimes it may seem frantic, but he's a quarterback that obviously keeps his tempo. He actually does a good job in not hurrying up and not making those mistakes. Obviously, number one, completion rate. So he's not like forcing things, right? He's a guy that will take the check down and just chip and dime you until you get tired, take the free access, and does his thing. So
that high completion percentage you reference, how much more pressure does that now put on you and the secondary?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot more pressure. I think that, when it comes to a quarterback that's accurate in completion, and that's not trying to, do things out of the ordinary from his game plan. Obviously, it's something that we have to crank our pressure up and find a way to disrupt that, because obviously he's a little bit too comfortable back there. So we have to find a way to combat that, yeah.
I mean, obviously, the run game is a big part of their offense, and Daniels is a big part of that, but also Robinson and Eckler, if he's healthy. Like, what stands out about what they're doing
Yeah, I mean, it's a collaboration. I think that Eckler obviously has been a good running back for a long time. He's good on contact. He's able to run great routes and has been a force in the pass game. And so, when you have a running back that's that agile, and then number 8, he's also a guy that, is a little bit bigger and can run through tackles, and it's a very physical running back. And obviously, we're trying to find a place where we're stopping the run consistently, and that's what we'll focus on as well. But we also want to focus on the collective Washington offense. So.
Do you see similarities between Jayden and Lamar? And I ask just because you guys face Lamar twice a year. Does that help you?
Yeah. For me, I'm in my Lamar mindset right now. So, but I would say that there's little bits of similarities. Jayden, he's a little bit bigger, a little bit taller. He's kind of like a little bit more, kind of like, Lamar's like, and but no, you do see a little bit of similarities. Obviously, Lamar is, Pro Bowl, All-Pro type of quarterback, but he'll get there eventually. I think just looking at him, watching Washington, and kind of like progress as a football team. I'm sure that he'll get there one day. But yeah, there are similarities.
So does it help you that because you face Lamar twice a year, you at least sort of have an idea of?
Yeah, I think it does help. I think we are a little bit more familiar with that kind of RPO type of mentality, RPO style. I think it does help a little bit.
How much, when a quarterback is that +1 in the run game, how much extra stress? I mean, can you quantify how much extra stress that puts?
Well, I mean, it's pressure, but I don't think it's necessarily extra, distress.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe a little stress, but not distress.
Yeah.
So I think, when it comes to that RPO, that kind of like running game that he has, obviously we're a little bit more familiar with it. So it's not something that we're like, oh man, it's going to be hell, right? I think we've done it for so long. At least for me, I've been here for 4 years. I'm going into my 4th year, and yeah.
Jeremiah, missed tackles last week, uncharacteristic for you guys collectively as a unit. What do you think happened there, and what do you do this week to make sure you guys are back to being on point with that?
Yeah, for that, I think that, it's about our technique. For me specifically, it's about my technique. It's about my fundamentals and making sure I'm running my feet. Even when I beat a tackle, or beat a guard or whatever it may look like, I got to not lunge and I have to run my feet through the tackles. And a lot of that, obviously, we have to be prepared for those situations. We want to get off the field, so maybe we're not in those situations where we have to deal with that. So there's a lot of cause to the effect that you guys are seeing. But we have to find ways to correct those things, and obviously we have another opportunity to show improved here Sunday.
1-3 is obviously not where you guys thought you'd be or want to be at this point.
Yeah.
What's the mindset right now? I know you're not focused on outside
Oh,
noise,
yeah,
but from the outside looking in, it's that was the easy part of the schedule. The road gets more difficult as you go deeper into the season. So just where are you guys at right now?
Well, we're at a location where we say that it's the next game up. I mean, we can't really do anything about the 1-3. But what we can do is look at our schedule and say, well, we have an opportunity here to go 14-3, right? Or whatever, how many other games is left. We want to make sure that we focus on each game and find a way to win that game and then win that game and then win that game. And, maybe when we look behind us, we say, oh, well, shoot, we won all those games. So, that's the mindset. Obviously, we want to make sure that we're progressive in our ideology and in our thoughts, and that's kind of where we're at.
When you see Nick coming back to practice today, does that provide just an emotional lift for this team?
Nah, none of that, man. We just want to hit Nick because he's on the scout team today. So we just, looking forward to tackling him down to the ground on a Wednesday, and that's what I'm joking. But no, it is. It's, it adds some enthusiasm to the life of the team. Obviously, there's a great force that Nick brings, and in his preparation, in his his talking and his vibration, he's an anchor for us. And even if he's not playing like right away, it'd be good for him to be on those sidelines, giving us a voice, and even being in practice, to add a different funk to it. So, thanks.